Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Rijani Nagarajan, writer from 12080, and today we have Lam Hui Kai, Million Dollar Wealth Planner and Top of the Table MDRT member from Prudential. She's going to share some interesting point of views in regards to health insurance. So, is health insurance really worth it? Let's find out. Hi, Kaka. Thank you for joining us
Hi,
today.
thank you for having me today.
It's a pleasure. How are you doing?
Good, so far so good. I think I have been very busy with my clients and also at the
Mm-hmm.
same time also my family as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and also my children. Yeah.
Okay. Hope everything's going well. So jumping right into the question. So, is it necessary to have health insurance? If yes, what are the benefits of having it?
Okay, for the health insurance, right? Why it's necessary is that to begin with, everyone must understand the benefits or maybe they understand the main purpose of getting a health insurance. So a lot of people they call it as a medical card. So
Mm-hmm.
why this called as a medical card, right? Meaning is that if let's say this person falls sick, then need to be admitted in hospital. So basically, medical insurance is to take care of the medical bills. Especially like now, the medical bills out there is really expensive. So if you were given a choice, do you want to use your hard-earned saving to pay off the medical bill, or you want to ask the third party, which is like insurance company, to actually pay off the bills? I think this is very simple. Definitely, you want the third party, which is the insurance company, to pay off the medical bill.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how that why medical insurance is very important.
Okay. So, what are the risks of not having health insurance?
Okay, so a lot of people sometimes they are thinking that maybe health insurance we do not need to buy now, right? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
they think that it's okay because now I'm very healthy. But now imagine if let's say the medical bills come about 30,000 for instance, or maybe less than that, maybe like 10,000 for instance. How many of us actually have that kind of liquid cash to be used to pay for the medical bills? That's the
Yep.
first thing. Yeah, second thing, why people tend to delay. We have to understand one thing as well. When it comes to health insurance, underwriting is always very crucial. Meaning, not everyone actually insurable because
Mm-hmm.
medical insurance only be bought if via your health conditions. So
Okay.
the question here is that are you insurable or not?
Mm. Okay. So
Yeah, you
it's
have to
way
remember,
better.
yes. Yeah, are
Yes.
you insurable or not? Because many people they think that as long as you have money, there's no problem to
Mm-hmm.
buy insurance. But I
Yep.
think that is the misconception people have that not all the times that money actually when you have the money you can buy medical card or have insurance.
Yep. Yep. So which is why like purchasing it at an earlier age is way better because the risk is less compared to as
Right.
we grow older. So what would
Yeah.
you say is the right time to purchase health insurance?
The right time to purchase health insurance is that whenever you are still healthy, you are still
Okay.
insurable. Yeah. And because we really do not know what to expect like 1 week later or one
Yep.
month later. Yeah,
Yes.
because none of us can guarantee that our health does not change for the
Yep.
next 10 days or even for the next 1 month. We will
Yes,
never know.
definitely.
Yeah. We don't talk about 10 days. Even tomorrow, I cannot guarantee that my health does not change.
Yes, definitely. I
So
agree with
the
you.
right time is which is now when you are still insurable and also when you are still healthy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep, I totally agree with that because we'll never know what is going to happen, even within the next 10 minutes or the next hour. So it's always best when you have the money to buy insurance, just go ahead with it.
True.
So there is okay, when we talk about insurance, right, there are some people who say right life insurance, health insurance. So what is the difference between life and health insurance, or are they the same?
Okay, so one thing this I really need to educate more people out there. When it comes to health insurance means that it's only taking care of your medical expenses, your medical bills. That's
Okay.
it. So health insurance will not be able to take care of your income. Health insurance will not be able to take care of your loved ones who depend on your income.
Okay.
Nothing. Yeah, so it's only on your medical bills, your personal medical bills. Whereby life insurance, right? Because a lot of products in the market, life insurance always come together with a total permanent disability coverage. So meaning is that if this person permanently disabled, even though the person does not still alive but permanently disabled, the payout, which is the coverage of the life portion, also will be paid to the client as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So the difference is very, very clear is that the life or TPD coverage, we call it as the TPD coverage, right, is to take care of you. Either you are not around or you are still around but you cannot provide for a family anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's really, really important because even though you see when the person actually permanently disabled, but we have to remember one thing. This person expenses still keep running.
Yeah. Yes.
So who's going to pay for it?
Yeah.
Right.
So
This person lose the ability to earn. There's no way this person can actually generate income. Then where does the money come from to take care of the expenses? The loan, the mortgage, the daily expenses, like even the meal itself. Who's going to take care of this person's expenses? Yeah, that's how why life insurance or TPD insurance come in handy when the person is really permanently disabled.
So would you say that the first insurance a person should buy would be health insurance or life insurance?
Advisable to actually come concurrently because we do not know what to expect. So for example, would the accident come first that lead the person to lose to be a total permanent disabled? We do not know. Or maybe just about illnesses first will come because we also do not know which one will come first and which one will come later. So one thing I would like to highlight for the audience to actually understand it very well. Medical insurance to protect you medically.
Yeah.
And health in life insurance or TPD insurance, right? Or we call it as a critical illness insurance, right? Because this normally come together is to protect you financially.
Yep.
Okay. So if this person have a medical insurance, right? It's funny, but does not have critical illness coverage insurance or TPD or life insurance, then this person at the end will die financially.
Yep. Okay. That's a very clear way of putting things. I think by now people should know the difference between life and health insurance.
Yeah.
So speaking of, sorry, you were about to say something.
Yeah. So I think the question, right, for the audience to ask themselves, ask this question to yourself: is your current insurance, right, protecting you medically and financially, or only protecting you medically?
Yeah.
Because that is two different things that you really, really take into a consideration. Because I see so many people out there, they are treated medically, but at the end of the day, they die financially.
Yes. I think they really need to make a decision based on these two, whether or not they should really get a life insurance or they should just stick to health insurance. I mean, like, it depends on the age as well. If you're really young, like just graduate, just got job, I think health insurance should be fine. But as you grow older, as you have dependents, then getting a life insurance would be a better option.
Yeah, or maybe actually it's come concurrently because as long as you still have the capability to actually pay for the premium, so at least you protect yourself both financially and medically. Yeah, because a lot of people when I see out there, when they actually fall sick, then their medical expenses being taken care of by medical card. Then after that, they cannot actually sustain without income because the doctors force them to actually stop working for a couple of months due to the illnesses they have. Then after that, they don't have income. They need to actually get their parents for help, get their sibling for help, get their friends for help. But to be honest, Rifani, what is going on in our society, right? You can get a lot of support from friends. You can get moral support from friends. But when you ask for financial support, everyone will be running away. That's the fact.
Yes. Yes.
That's the fact.
Yes, because everybody need money to survive one way or another, especially when it's a huge amount of money. People will be thinking like a million times whether or not to give or not, whether it's trustable or not. So when it comes to finance, where it's always a risky matter to talk or discuss about.
Yeah.
Now,
True.
speaking about health insurance, right? Can senior citizen buy health insurance? You know, those people back then, they might not know much about insurance, or they do not have the privilege of buying. So right now, if for instance any senior citizens plan to buy an insurance, is that possible?
Yep.
Okay.
It's possible as long as actually they are not above 70 years old. Actually, they are eligible to buy health insurance, but provided they must have the health to actually get the insurance. Yeah,
Yep.
because a lot of old people, they have a lot of health conditions.
Yep.
Yeah, so sometimes it make them not insurable anymore.
Yes. So if you're healthy enough, it doesn't matter what age you are at, insurance is still a possible choice.
As long as below 70 years old.
Yep. Okay. So are there any extra perks and benefit that comes along with health insurance plan?
Yeah, actually there is, because I think a difference. Actually, all the life insurance company, right, they are pretty much the same when it comes to benefits. But it's just that I think one thing is that you really, really have to work with someone who is a very professional. Yeah, I think the advisor is really, really important when it comes to insurance. Like
Yes.
how this person actually help you to handle the claims, or maybe when it comes to explanation, how clear it is, and whether or not the advisor experienced enough and also knowledgeable enough or not to handle the case.
Yes.
I think it's very important. Product-wise, first is pretty much the same, but the person who give you advice really make a big, huge difference.
Okay. So I think like sitting and discussing with an insurance agent to know all these extra perks and benefits at that particular time is what people need to do in order to know where their health plans are actually going on about.
Most of the client actually tend to neglect, because a lot of insurance advisor, when it comes to explanation to the client, I will call potential client, they tend to say that this medical insurance cover everything. Correct?
Okay.
Cover
Yeah.
everything. But as a matter of fact, all medical insurance, there's an exclusion, which is a general exclusion. I think there's a one question that as a client, you have the right to ask your insurance advisor, what are the things are excluded?
Okay.
It's very important. This is something that instead of you thinking of what are the things that is included, which is claimable, but you also need to ask your insurance advisor, what are the things that is not claimable? This is very important, because there's always misconception about which one is claimable and which one is not claimable. Then when something happens, certain things is not claimable, then clients start to saying that insurance cheat people.
Yes.
Alright, you heard all this, right? Very familiar. Insurance company cheats people. It's not about the company, but it's just that maybe the advisor did not actually explain to you properly. Yeah, before
Yeah.
you sign up the policy. Yeah, so it's very important. Do ask your insurance advisor, what are the things inside the policy which is not claimable? It's very important, and keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think like one thing that every client should know before signing any insurance agreement is to ask question. If you do not ask question, it might lead you into an issue later on, like what you say, at the end of the day, people start blaming insurance companies, saying that, oh my god, you cheated me and all, you took my money and all. So I think like just nodding our head to what insurance agents are telling is not going to help you or benefit you. So I think asking questions, the right questions, is what is going to help you move forward.
Yeah, agree.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much once again for everything. I think me myself, I have a clearer view about health insurance and difference between life and health insurance. So
Yep.
I guess that's all for now.
Yep. Thank you.
We will end it here. Hopefully, we get to see you again and talk about more different topics.